Hi, boys and girls. Welcome again to Orthography. And I know this week you're not seeing me because I have so many things that I have to show you on the screen, but I am here with you. Today we're going to review what the lines are called on our paper. So if you remember, this right here on the side is called our margin line. We do not write over here on the margin line. Then you have your top baseline, your dotted baseline, and your baseline. And if you remember from last time, there's only a few letters that go below the baseline, but everyone else either sits on the baseline, most will start on the dotted line, tall letters will start up here at the very top, but no letters or numbers ever start on the baseline. When you come to class, your teacher may say, "All right, students, everyone ready to write?" So when you hear that, you have to think about a few things about getting ready. First, your feet are flat on the floor, you back up against the chair, you're sitting comfortably but not too tight. You have stacked your blocks, your shoulders are back, and your head is straight above your hips. Find your writing spot. Remember how to do that? You put palms down, make a triangle right in the middle of your desk, and then you're going to slant your paper, and we'll slant just a little bit. I'm going to show you those two little spots that we had last time. That's going to be where your paper is going to be slanted. Then your teacher may ask you to keep your pencils down until she's ready for you to pick those pencils up. When she does tell you pencils ready or pick up your pencils now, then you'll pick up your pencil using your middle and thumb, putting your resting finger, your index finger to rest. Once you have done this and she tells you pencils to paper, you're going to take your holding hand and hold the paper down. You're going to come in with your writing hand. Of course, you're going to scooch over just a one space, and we got to call that a finger space because you're not going to start writing on the margin. So a space over, and now you are in the ready to write position. Today, we are going to do some finger tracing. At home, you will need this paper, E1 and E2. Today we're going to practice finger tracing. We're going to practice some words that you're going to have to listen when your teacher says, put your finger at a certain spot, and she may say, do it now, keep your finger down or keep your pencil down, lift up your pencil, put your pencil down. So you're going to have to listen to these little cues as she's talking and as we're learning to write the letters. So for today, we'll take our paper, find your writing spot, tilt it, and then now that we're ready to start. So we're going to use our finger as our pencil. This is a star, that's a flower, and a kite, and this is a circle. It's supposed to be a ball, but it's a circle. It's a like a baseball. Now, the teacher will say, students or scholars, put your finger on the star next to the beginning of the line at the top of the paper. So you'll put your finger right there at that star. Your teacher will use these words, wait. So that means she just wants you to put it there and then just wait for a second. Keep it on the star until I tell you what to do next. I will say, do it now, and then you will move your finger in the direction that we read. Well, that's another good thing to know. The direction that we read, if you hear that, your teacher wants you to move from left to right, just as you would when you're reading a book or reading a sentence. When you are reading, you go from left to right. So that's known as in the direction that we write. So you're going to be going from left to right. Your teacher will tell you certain things like pause, stop, lift up your finger, put your finger down, or even put your pencils down. So when you hear those cues, you want to be listening very carefully so that you do exactly as your teacher has instructed you. All right, students, We're going to go ahead and practice. You have your paper tilted just as it should be. I want you to use your finger, point it to the star, and move it in the direction that we read. I want you to trace the shapes. Now see how these have little dots on them? That's called our starting spot. Those are our starting spots. So move over to the first starting spot. Do that now. And the teacher will actually say, do that now. Then all students will do that. Then your teacher is going to say, now wait, hold the finger there on that starting spot until I tell you to put your finger down. Don't do it until I tell you. Wait. Do it now. Students, move your finger straight down to the baseline and keep your finger touching the end of the line until I ask you to lift it. Do not lift your finger until I tell you. Wait. When I say do it now, you will move your finger and touch the next starting spot, moving in the direction that we read. All right, do it now. Move your finger to the next starting spot. There it is. Then I want you to slide your finger in the direction that we read. So you're going to slide your finger over just like that. Wait. Now, students, go to the next starting spot. So you're going to jump over here. Now, here, I want you to slide your finger down to the baseline. This is called a diagonal. And you'll continue working that way until you get to the line. So go to the next starting spot, pick up your finger, students. Do that now. On the starting spot, wait. And what we're waiting for is we're waiting for everybody to get exactly where they need to be. Go ahead and do that now, students. Now here we're going to slant upwards. So you're going to go up the line there. Pick up your finger, move to the next starting spot, and go straight down. Do that now. Pick up your finger, go to the next starting spot, wait. Do that now. Slide all the way down to the baseline. Pick up your finger to the next writing spot and over in the direction that we read. Do that now. Over to the flower, point to the flower and keep your finger there and wait. Now pick up your pencil to the next starting spot. On this starting spot, if you notice, you're going to be doing some little kind of curves here. So move your finger along the curve, back in the direction that we don't read, then around the curve, back in the direction we do read, and so on. You continue on until you get all the way to the end. Then move your finger to the next starting spot. Wait. Students, go ahead now and slide your finger down. And see, it's a slight slant. Then you're going to slant back up towards the top, slant back down, back to the top, back down, back to the top, and stop. Go ahead and pick up your pencil or your finger and put it on the next starting spot. And this one's right in the middle here. You're going to slide it over in the direction we read. Do that now. And then from here, you're going to go up and around. Just follow that curve with your finger, just like that. Then you're going to take your finger and go back to the kite and continue on, putting your finger on the starting spot and curving around. Remember to tell yourself, stop, wait, and then continue. Stop, wait, and continue. Same thing down here at the bottom. If you notice, these are just smaller zigzags. And that will help you with some of the strokes that we're going to be using next week when we actually start writing our letters. With this sheet at home, practice that. And remember to say wait, stop, and also remember what in the direction that we read means, moving from left to right.